College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away first. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Henderson. Picks up the first down. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Off play action on first down. He makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to throw, it's Meredith. Going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's King. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Buying some time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Meredith. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Ooh,
and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Torres. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Meredith. Trying to set up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. back to pass. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Meredith. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Everett. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Trojans want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. The The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Meredith. Steps away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Still running at the 40. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to...
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Rush is on him. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Everett. Under fire. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Meredith. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Making side adjustments here. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Meredith. Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Everett. That's caught. It's King. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's King. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football game.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn away.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the time. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 29 over Georgia Tech. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Looking for a man. It's Meredith. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the fourth with a touchdown. Back to pass. It's Everett. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Touchdown, Penn State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. After a drive like that, David can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean,
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's King. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll try the run. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Everett. Right down the middle. A strike downfield.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's got him. caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
To the air on first down. Whips it out in the flat. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Quarterback moving. Working the big fella to the corner. He won't make it. They went for the lead by going for 2, and they were stopped here deep in the game. They're within striking distance, but they need the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
And the Nittany Lions will try to run off the clock in the final minute. They'll give it to the back. Gets away from one, finds some space. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
They believe they can run right here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on fourth down, they'll come up and take the knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these